Okay, so hello. So let's do the second part of the SCD verbal. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so last time we have finished to question six. So let's do from question seven. Uh, so from there on, okay, seven is about computer scientist Louis von R. Okay, so they see that okay, so some word that distorted enough that digital scanner couldn't recognize, but human can read them easily. So he invented the reCAPTCHA test. Okay, so for reCAPTCHA, if you can recognize it, you're human, right? Okay. So I think number seven is gonna be A because it's just gonna discuss the von R's invention of reCAPTCHA because it just talk about the first version of reCAPTCHA. So to discuss the von R's invention of reCAPTCHA gonna be an appropriate answer, right? So seven should be A, or at least I think so. Number eight. So it's gonna be a text from Edith Wharton, 1905 novel, The House of Mirth. So Lily Bath and a companion are walking through a park. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of a text, a scene, a scene's description of Lily's, and not really like description, but it's like the picture from Lily's point of view, right? The outspread below her seem an enlarge of her present mood, so it's kind of a description of a scene of the scenery based on Lily's sensation or point of view, right? So they ask about the function of the underlying part here. So okay, so here you can see that it talk about Lily's mood and the landscape are an enlargement of her present mood. So it's not anything about a detailed image of the physical setting because it's talking about mood. So A is not the answer. There's no conflict here. So there's no internal conflict. No. So B is also omitted. So we have C or D. Uh, Okay, so the previous sentence, the first sentence, they say that Lily could be keenly sensitive to a scene which was fitting background of her own sensation. And the second sentence say that the landscape outspread below her seemed an enlargement of her present mood. So the second seemed to be a supporting idea of the first sentence that Lily is keenly sensitive to a scene, and the second sentence was supporting that by saying uh, the landscape outspread below her seemed an enlargement of her present mood. So the answer I think is D. I think it's D. It should be D. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's do number nine. Uh, Okay, so they asked about the function of the underlying keyword. So they asked about the data spanning from 94 to 2010. Uh, so there's no summarize the reason. There's no reason here. There's no reason here. So I think we can cross out A. A is not the answer. So B, C, or D. So there's actually no challenge, right? There's no challenge. It's just analysis. So we can cross out D as well. So only B or C left. So in this case, I think I'm gonna choose C because in B, the data is spanning from 94 to 2010. So there's no specific example. This is a range. This is a range, okay? Data from 94 to 2010. So it's a range. It's not a specific example. So I think for this case, I'm gonna choose C for number 9. C for number 9. Yeah, and let's do number 10. Because it's kind of a explain part of the methodology. The methodology is that we use the data from 94 to 2010. Okay. Okay. So number 10 is about Edith Nesbit, Railway Children. Okay. So they ask about mother, the mother character, and what is correct about mother. Uh, okay. You can see that here. She was almost, they always say, ready to play with children, read to them, and help them to do their home lessons. Besides, this she used to write story for them when they were at school and read them out loud after tea. And she always made up funny pieces of poetry for their birthday. So you can see that there's a story and poetry. So I think the answer is gonna be C. She create story and poem for her children. I think 10 gonna be C because it's just fitting with the wording in the paragraph, right? Okay. And number 11. So the poet about race. Okay. Margie Poke Johnson's The Poet About Race. Okay. Okay. So the poem is addressing Paul Lawrence Dunbar, a black author, and here told here is probably Dunbar. Okay, though here is probably Dunbar. So there's nothing about variety of topic, right? So B can be crossed out. Okay. So there's no specific afternoon. So there's no specific afternoon. So D could be crossed out. So just I see left for number 11 is gonna be A or C. Uh, so I think it's gonna be A because so it's like to read the heart and soul of man and cradle them from their birth is like linked to the pupil and nature, right? Uh, to read the heart and soul of man and cradle them from their birth, the language of the flower thou hast read them all. So it's like Man and flower is pupil and nature. So I probably gonna choose A for 11, and let's check it out. Let's check it out. So 7 is A, correct. 8 is D, 9 is C, 10 is C, and 11 is A. So that is actually correct. So thank you very much, and have a good day.